Thank you very much, Chair. Hello, everyone. My name is Lei Xu. I'm from Japan. Our university located in Sendai, which is about 300 kilometers in the north of Tokyo. Today, I will present my paper with the title of Integration of Facility Management System and Building Information Modeling. And the life cycle of buildings in Japan is about 14 to 50 years, and the equipment service lifespan is about 15 years. This means the building equipment needs to be replaced 2 or 3 times during the whole building life cycle. And there is a lot of work left to be done in the maintenance in the FM period. For the buildings, for the big buildings, office buildings or commercial buildings, there are professional staffs. They can deal with the FM works. But in houses, the resident has little knowledge about MEP inspection and maintenance. Therefore, we proposed an FM tool called IFM, mainly for the apartment buildings or the mansions in Japan. And the database for FM is very important, I think. And we also do construct the BIM data from ArchiCAD. With the database and the BIM data, we integrated in our software called IFM. By using the IFM, we can show the building information in a tree view quickly, as well as the FM information. First, we do some literature survey about the FM systems in Japan. We got the books and manuals from the Tokyo Building Maintenance Associations and the Urban Renaissance Agency, and also the Hokkaido Building Guide Center. And we studied the FM items and the contents, especially on MEP inspection. We found the inspection items, the inspection method and the inspection cycle, maintenance cycle, and the expected service life is very important indicator. Then we made an interview to the administrator in the mansion in Japan. Here is the perspective view of the mansion. It is a 10-story mansion in Tagajo, Miyagi, with a floor area of about 6,600 meters squares. And the mansion has the water tanks. Here is the receiving tank on the ground floor, and also the gravity tank on the roof. The mansion administrator carry out his patrol every day. He goes from the lower stories to the higher stories, and he inspects the common places, for example, the stair or the lobbies in the mansions. And he also do some inspection about the MEP systems, and he also recorded his works every day. Here is part of the job sheet he recorded every day. For example, For example, in December 2014, he found the water leakage in the pump room. And we can see he carried out his patrol from one place to another. So the information of the system and the information of the location is very important. Therefore, we propose the database for facility management. In our proposal, we think the name of the system is very important. Then the discipline, in which discipline, and also the inspection items, method, how to inspect the systems, as well as the inspection cycle, maintenance cycle, and the expected service life. For example, for a fan, it belongs to ventilation system, and the fan operation should be checked. As to the inspection cycle, it should be carried out 6 times in a year, and also the maintenance should be carried out every 5 years. And this database is in the format of XML. So we use the primary key of the system and the facility name. We can search other information quickly. Then I will talk about how we make the IFC data for the MEP systems. In the design phase, the details of the building element are defined. For example, the walls, the slab, and the roof is quite well defined. But the MEP systems are often separated with the space information. And the connection between MEP systems and the space is not so clearly defined so far. As to the IFC technology corresponding of IFC 2x3, and the MEP elements such as the fan, it belongs to the IFC distribution element entity. And this entity has an inverse attribute, which we can see that provides boundary attribute. And the boundary attribute is described with IFC with the IFC space boundary. So we can see in IFC for a fan, it should have the boundary conditions. Yeah, I think. Therefore, we use ArchiCAD and its MEP modular to construct the IFC data. For example, we draw a room, and the room is expressed as IFC space, and the fan is expressed as IFC moving device, which is belong to the IFC distributing element. According to the geometric representation analysis, we can find the boundary relationship between the room and the fan. So there is a connection between the location and the equipment. Then we did a case study for an apartment building, and this is a 2-story apartment building with the floor area of about 77 square meters. And in our study, only the equipment in the toilet is studied. And here is the ventilation system in the toilet. And we use IFC Manager in ArchiCAD, and we created an IFC system. And the system consists of the vent, and the duct, and also the fan. Here is the toilet, yeah. Vent, duct, fan. And the IFC data for this case can be confirmed by the IFC Explorer. It is a free software. And we can see the vent, and the building element proxy, and the fan, and also the duct. And it belongs to this system, yes. With the database we proposed for FM and the BIM data constructed by ArchiCAD, we proposed our tool for called IFM. This is the interface of the our tool IFM. We use the IFC server ActiveX component, which is released by the SECOM of Japan. And here is the file menu, and you can open IFC file, open IFC, and the building information can be shown quickly in a tree view. Here is the FM menu, and click the tree view button. You can get the FM information quickly. Yeah, we can see here is the toilet zone, and the fan operation should be checked, and the other information is also displayed. Finally, I will draw our conclusions. In our study, we proposed the FM tool based on the database, based on the database and the BIM data constructed by ArchiCAD. And by using this tool, we can show the building information in a tree view quickly, as well as FM information. Future workers, nowadays we use ArchiCAD and the IFC Manager to combine the different elements into IFC system group. But it takes time to pick up the element so far. I think easy grouping method is expected. And we will continue our survey of the administration of apartment buildings in Japan. We would update and expand the FM database. And I think with the popularity of mobile devices, and the camera capture function is also expected. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much.